So on my foraging journey, I made this one. It's pure sugar. Imagine when you are there starving, and suddenly there is sugar. In the middle of that little thing there, you've got a little insect. This little insect build a little house, and inside it's pure sugar. Other tricks, you can use a lot of things, included water plant, lotus plant. And not all of them are edible, and not all of them are edible raw. Some of them, you cook them, they lose their toxicity. You really have to know what you're doing. And this is the knowledge, by the way, coming from the Aboriginal people only. This is not my knowledge. This is only from their knowledge over those 60,000 years they've been living there. And sometimes when you are there, I'm wondering. I'm never wondering why I'm out there. I'm wondering it's out there. Because I have to make a confession to you guys. I still don't know why I'm walking. Imagine, I ran all around the planet once. It's a lot of walking, and I still don't know. We don't always have to know. We don't always have to know things, you know. But the reality, it's not what you think, it's what you feel. And what you think, what you feel is right for you, you must do. This is a really good day. This is like a 5-star, top left corner. We've got a little wood house. It's like a tumor in one type of eucalyptus. We've got a little hole in the middle. Inside, we've got a soft shell, like really soft shell. And it's like a little bed. And inside the bed, you've got an insect, little grubs. And you chuck that in a fire, cook a little bit. When the smokes get out of the little hole, it's cooked. You can eat the bugs on the bed. Lovely. Top red thing called dog balls. Really sweet and powerful vitamin C. Really difficult to find, really rare. Grow in a really high grass. You really have to have an eye for this one. Really happy to find it because that will cut my hunger at night. On the right corner, we've got some really, we call that wild peach. Doesn't taste like a peach at all. It's really sour, but I like to have that in my mouth to make my mouth watering during the day. And finally, the main 5-star food will help me along the way a lot. It's this one. This is the boab nut. The boab nut comes from the boab tree, and this tree teaches me so much. So this is an amazing takeaway food. See this fruit? This is the boab nut, and inside you've got what I can eat. It's a lot of work always, you know, involved in that process. So you have to smash the little powder thing inside. You will find 15 to 20 little nuts. And then those nuts, you have to roast them on a fire, but not too hot. You have to make a fire, take the fire away, and roast it on a hot sand. And then only you can smash it between 2 stones and start to eat the little white meat inside. So it's a lot of process and work, but really good news, right? Food that I actually can carry with me. This is an amazing thing. Really powerful food also. Typical afternoon in my house. End of the day, after a really hot day, because I have to say it's really hot. And during this time, because you've got 2 different times where you can do this. It's during the wet season or the dry season. I decided to do the dry season thing. More easy, right? But there was also the bushfire season. So I will have this pressure constantly of having my nose in the wind all the time to smell what's going on in the air. Because if there is a bushfire coming in, you need to react straight away, knowing that a bushfire goes 40 kilometers an hour. It's really fast. So typically there, I've got this flat stone here, and I will be smashing the boab nuts on the stone. That's all I will eat. And of course, fishing. Well, those water there, they are salty water, brackish, as they call that in Australia. So they are tidal water. On the bottom, you've got the sweet water, and on the top, you've got the salt water. So if you want to drink some water, you need to wait, then the tide goes down, and only you can drink water. So that's also tricky for fishing, because depend of the tide, you've got the type of fish in it or not. So you're kind of happy to have a fish, right? So let me tell you a story about that fish. This fish is toxic. You've got this little back finch here on the spine. If you touch that, not long to live. That's why I put a piece of wood in his mouth, like that. So the first fish, I'm an excellent fisherwoman, really excellent, because I grew up, we were going not in holiday, we were going fishing with my father and my brother, so I'm good at this. So the first fish that I actually took was like a kid. This fish was jumping out of the water. I would be so happy. I can see still this fish jumping out, And suddenly the next thing I hear was like, splash, crocodile gets it. I was like, really? How that's it? How I'm going to do these things? Like, I'm doing all the work, and they're going to eat all of what? Not on my watch. So it's always a solution, right? I've been thinking a little bit. I'm going to get you guys. I noticed that I was doing a little noise on the top of the water, more they were attracted to the noise, right? So I will do that. And then, on purpose, I will retrieve my stuff and get to my second point, 150 meters away, and fish really quietly here, and grab my fish, and go back to my point and say, ha, ha, got one. But I'm always a fair player, because I will always share my food. This is the rule in the bush. This is the rule with nature. I always share my food. So I will cut the fish, take the guts out, cut the head, and I will give it to those amazing friend of mine, which is the sweetwater crocodiles. How cute they are! They're looking at you. You cannot fall in love with those things, And they are so passionate, and they are there waiting that you give them something, like little puppy, really. And they become my friend and my soulmate out there. There was nobody, no human, no sign of human, only snakes, crocodiles, and them. So once I get the fish, you have to still to cook the fish. So the best way to cook a fish and be able to eat all of the meat is to cook in the water, simple like that. And interestingly, I had some salt and pepper with me. Never use it. I love the taste of the food, of the fiber of nature. So sometimes, when you are there, I had the chance to wash myself. Imagine. So this is a natural soap. It's one extremity of a eucalyptus tree. So I took this, and if you smash it between your hand in the water, it's got a saturation in saponin. It's actually like a soap. It's amazing. Make your hair so shiny, and really works, really. And the good thing also about this trick is if you are in a small billabong, you can actually do that in that water, and that will make a saturation of oxygen in the water, and the fish living there will come up in the surface with the tummy up, looking for oxygen. You just have to collect your dinner, thanks to the Aboriginal people. So when you are there like that, you kind of wash, but not like here, right? One day it's a left foot, Another day, it's the right one. You know, one little bit after. Anyway, in my country, a good cheese is a smelly cheese, right? So, back to the action. This is a typical camp. Things always two knives, you notice? In case if I forgot one, or in case if I lose one in emergency. But I will never sleep near the water. That's the last thing you have to do. I will actually stay there. The water is just not far off. Collect my food, fishing. Then that day, I noticed some tracks on the sand. I saw there was some dingoes around. So rather than giving the inside guts of the fish to the crocodile, I would leave it on the side, because I know that would be little four legs friend coming in to get it. Anyway, I finish my day, eat, collect everything, walk off, really off, because those crocodiles, you know, they can actually put their legs up and walk 5 kilometers inland. So you better know where you're sleeping. Pretty high up, right? There was this typical thing up there where crocodiles eat German people. You know, what happened? Those German people get drunk. And they are feeling really powerful. And they kind of sleep near the water, thinking, you know, you're not going to get me here, like 20 meters from the water. They sleep in the tent, completely drunk. The crocodiles come at night, take the bottom of the tent, and withdraw the tent, get in the water and turn the tent. And the guy is inside the tent, half drunk, and he's going to the spin, wash machine spin, and he doesn't know what's going on until he's dead. So all those stories I was aware of, so really every single night I would go in a safe spot. And so what does it mean, a safe spot? Where to go? Where to find my way? So I will study those topographic maps forever. This is my skills. I'm so good with maps. Good old maps, you know. Good compass, good old maps, all I need. Well, this map, it's actually dated in 1972. Well, because the government doesn't do any new map from there is no need, right? So, but the mountains doesn't move, right? So, I will study those forever because this secret is there. You have to listen to the landscape, to be, you know, if you want to find water, you need to be the water. So if I was the water, if I was the stream, where I will go? You have to imagine. If you want to find a fish, you need to be the fish. Because you need to get in touch with who we are inside. And inside, all of us here, the magical news that I've got tonight, that we are animals. We are mammals, after all. Half of it. And the good thing about it, it's we can get in touch with that animality. That will help us a lot during everyday life. You know, I use that a lot. You know, I smell. If I come near you and I can start smelling you, don't worry too much, right? Really, we've got senses. You know, the communication between two human beings, it's only 7% on the conversation, on words. The rest, it's invisible. The rest is smell, attitude, feeling. We use our senses. We don't realize it at all. And up there, it's the only thing you can do, get in touch with your animality. And when you're starving, you know, I remember in a Gobi desert, there's a precious moment where after 6 months of walking, sweating, painful body, I wake up, I open my tent, I'm in a Gobi, there's nothing around me, only sand, wind, and type of rocky thing, nothing too exciting. Open the thing, and suddenly that day, I was like a little ice cube melting in the sand, and I become the wind, the sun, the rocks. I become one with nature. And I believe today, it's why I'm actually walking. is to get this link, this touch with who we are, this touch with where we've got the feet on. We are on this planet, all of us. We do not have boundaries. We belong to this planet. And this is the magic of it. Well, it's really good diet. After 3 weeks, I lose 12 kilograms. It's quite quick, fast. Really walking 12 hours a day, try to catch my food. It was quite really a difficult task. But that was not to forget my determination in this journey. How we can be so determined, how we can go for our dream that bad? Well, it is not recipe, because the currency, sweat, pain, but happiness. Yes, happiness, fun, sense of humor. Do not forget your sense of humor. This is the most important thing you will have with you all your life. That's what I've got in my surviving kit first. When people ask me what you've got in your surviving kit, I say, my sense of humor. Do not walk out of the door without it. So because you need it. See, when you've got this kind of terrain to cross, this is a swamp. I need to cross that swamp, and on the bottom of that swamp, there is water. Big hole in some places. And inside those holes, you've got crocodiles and snakes falling from the tree, and big wild bull, frozen bull, not moving, hearing you moving through those dry pandano leaves. See, the floor is full of those pandano leaves, dry ones, so whatever you're doing, you're making too much noise. They hear you coming in. It's like playing a little bit with the life you've got. So you have to trust something in one stage. You have to trust in your capability of melting with nature. Because I know I'm in the right spot. I know that what I'm doing, it's where I'm supposed to be. And this is the only way to understand nature. If every one of us here tonight know where they belong to, it's a magical step to take. So I was in this building before I leave for this expedition, talking with the senior photographer editor here. And she was saying to me, well, Sarah, you don't want video crew with you. Well, can you just do one concession? Imagine if I give you a photographer, like few days, like imagine 6 days before the end of your journey, I get the photographer on location and the photographer follow you. I would, make concession a little bit. You have to be flexible a little bit. I say, well, okay, let's do this in one condition. Has to be a cute male photographer, right? Imagine I'm out there for so long. And she said, okay, I do my best. Helicopter arrived, and this is the person who walked out. I do not know what this woman didn't understand about the cute photographer. That was a woman. And I can see this woman walking off the chopper, the helicopter, say, hi, I'm Crystal. I look at her, say, the man. She was a bit shocked, She had a little briefing before she's done, knowing that I'm not going to be that easy to go to work with, And anyway, we go on this amazing trip. She was unbelievable. All the crazy picture you saw, amazing picture that's come from her. Her name is Crystal Wright. She's an amazing photographer, National Geographic photographer. And on the top of it, she played a game. She's been really foraging for her own food also. She knows all about bush tucker by now. And when we walk together at night, we exhausted, really. We make a little fire for the sake of it, really. Boil some hot water. I'll be starving, going to bed, counting the days, like 4 days to go, But at the end of the day, when the light is off in her little tent, because I will have my little tent, she will have a little tent, the night is quiet, I will hear some wrapping paper going on. Like, what? Darling, what's going on? Oh, you don't want to know? No, I do want to know. Talk to me, at least talk to me, you know, like, I can handle this. I want to know. Curiosity, it's not one of my forte, you know, I need to know. She said, talk to me. She said, okay, flatbread with tuna. Because it was, of course, she would bring food with her, you know, she's working. And so every night we will have this little game going on at night. To my little, I was like, okay, 3 days to go. Sarah, you can do this, you know. Every night was getting more difficult. I would be more starving. And one night, I hear this unusual noise, really. Looks like a jar, plastic jar thing. Yeah. And I said, okay, new. This is new, right? She said, no, that's new. I never heard it. And she couldn't speak really much. She had something in her mouth. I was like, what is it? Nothing. Nothing really. I said, talk to me. It's Nutella. She was eating Nutella with the spoon, seriously. Anyway, she tastes my power inside me, and we will make joke about it during the journey. She will wait really at the end of the day to actually eat something in her tent, not tempting me or not be eating in front of me. So the magic of those journey, the magical way of walking through this planet. I've been doing this for 23 years. I walk basically everywhere. What I can take out with me, if I have to take one phrase out, will be this one. Let your soul touch the earth. Go walking. Because this is the most beautiful thing we can do. Get this connection with the planet and feel connected to the universe and have faith on what we are as a species in this planet. Because we are all connected, that we want it or not. We are this spider web of people connected to each other. And the only thing we can do is really understand this connection that we've got with each other on the planet and start to look after her. Because, after all, the planet doesn't need us. We need the planet. And this is my hero, my mom, my cute little mom. She will support me all through my childhood, my adult life. And she was this really smart soul. She will say to me, Sarah, do you want to do your homework or clean your room? Well, I had the choice, right? So she's been this really smart, incredible mom supporting me. And she doesn't know a word in English. She doesn't travel at all. But she will be there on location in every expedition I will finish. She'll be there for me. And on the left, it's my assistant / cousin. All the family is involved in my expedition. And one day, I did the last bit, the last step. And this looked like this. There is this urge inside me who take me out there walking again and again and again and again, because I've been doing this for 23 years. I know this really strange feeling, which is it's like a link with nature, a direct connection with nature that I've got. I know I will follow that aim again to go back again to nature with my 2 feet, because I believe human can get in harmony with nature again. Thank you very much.